If you are looking for a simple sit and forget trading strategy that works, this video is for you. In this video, I'll show you everything about my swing trading strategy that I'll be using in 2024. If anyone needs one-on-one mentorship, check out the description. This is Molham and let me teach you the strategy. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start with just revealing what is my plan for 2024. Usually, and for the past year, I've been only scalping. But for this year, so 2024, I'll be actually having two main accounts. Actually, I do have more than that. But there will be two main ones. One is gonna be a scalping one. So one is gonna be only about scalping. I'll usually go on the 1 minute time frame, maximum of the 5 minutes time frame. And the other one, and it's gonna be only using this strategy that I'm going to be revealing today. It's very simple. I've talked about it before, but not on this specific way, and you're going to know which one I'm talking about. But the second one is going to be swing trading. And why is this? I really want to maximize on my profits and take advantage of time, because sometimes scalping strategy, there are some days where there are no able setup. So at this point, I'll just go into the 4-hour time frame, look for the swing trading, and sometime I'll be taking 2 trades here and I'll be taking my time to scalp, knowing that I don't need to force trades because I'm already taking some swing trades that are already opened. No FOMO. There is no forcing trades in here for the scalping. So this gives me a lot of freedom, and it takes a lot of the pressure of taking trades. Sometimes you have that pressure that, oh, every day I need to take a trade. So by doing this, you're not going to have that pressure. So that's my plan. Today, we're going to be focusing on the swing trade. Maybe on another day, I'll be talking about the scalping one. But I've already talked a lot about my scalping strategy. It could be, it's not that mechanical 100%, but the swing trading strategy that I'm going to be talking about today is 100% mechanical. And now there's some difference where it comes to, identifying the liquidity level, identifying the change of character, but mainly it's really mechanical more than the scalping strategy that I'm using. And I talked it up before. So for now, let's just focus on the swing trading, and the scalping, there will be a day for it. So in this specific strategy, what we're going to be focusing on is identifying two things. The first thing is a liquidity sweep, and the second thing is a change of character or market structure shift. If we're able to identify those two things, then we're actually able to identify the setup. So the setup will be relying on those two concepts. Now, what does that mean? So on the 4-hour time frame, now you could be using any time frame, but for me, because this is a swing trading strategy, I'll be using the 4-hour. All I need is identifying liquidity level, right? And then identifying or just waiting for that level to be taken. And we can see that we have a liquidity sweep. It's not confirmed until price comes back into the range. So at this point, this is mostly liquidity sweep, and it could be actually confirmed when a low, either an intermediate term low or just a fractal swing low, is taken, or there is a body closure below that level. So in this case, this is, for example, a swing low, it's a fractal low. If price close below it, then the sweep is confirmed and the change of character or the market shift is confirmed. In this case, this is all we need. This is the setup that we're waiting for. It's very simple. It's just an OTE setup, and I've talked about OTE before. So if you're not really familiar with OTE, I do have a video about OTE specifically, trading strategy only based on OTE, as well as I did mention about the OTE in my ICT basics video. So if you're also having some difficulty with different ICT basics, then go check my video. Now at this point, any pullback or any actually retracement to the upside, going to be immediately going and taking our fib with those settings. 61, 70.5, and the 79. So those settings. So this is the optimal trading entry values. But in our case, we're only going to be using the middle one. So only the 70.5, because I don't want to have any confusion about my entry. There are some times where we're going to adjust on this, but mainly we're going to disable all of those optimal trading entries, the other ones, and we're going to go with the 70.5 and okay. And what we're going to do is drag our fib from the high of the liquidity sweep all the way to where the retracement started to happen, in this case right here. Now, and if price decided to do this, come lower and then go up from here, what I'm going to do is simply adjust my fib to this low. And what I'm waiting for is price to actually go up into the 70.5. I'm going to be having my sell limit here. So just set your sell limit, stop loss at the high or the 0 level or the 1 level. It depends on your fib settings, but it actually the liquidity sweep level. And then take profit at the low that was created here. That's it. And usually it's going to give you about 2.25. Sometimes we're going to adjust the entry, and sometimes we're going to give more, but usually 2.25 or 2.26. That's the reward to risk that we're getting. Now remember that if there is a imbalance here, that's even a higher probability one. If there is a liquidity level here, that's a much better one. And we're going to be looking at those different examples. But this is what we're looking for, and for another and much clearer view on this. So basically, liquidity sweep, then a market structure shift, retracement happen here, then we drag our fib from the high to the low and wait for the price to come to the 70.5. We have the sell limit here, stop loss above the high, and take profit at the low. Now, examples, I'm gonna try and look at different example, random example actually. For example, here we can see that there is a liquidity sweep, and this is a liquidity sweep with the order flow. Now, in this video, I'm not going to focus on order flow, explain what an order flow is, because I do have another video about it, about the market structure too. So make sure to watch that video. We're going to tell you what the order flow is and how to follow that order flow. In this case, we can see that the sweep happened here, and this is actually into fair value gap. And we have the fractal high, which is right here. So this is our change of character point. Change of character happened here. Then I can take my fib from this low to where the retracement happened. Retracement happened here, but we did not get an entry. So in this case, we missed the entry. And then we have another setup. Low that is taken here. And then what is my change of character point? It's this fractal high. And we can see that there is a closure, the closure here and a closure here above the change of character point or this fractal high. Then what I'm going to do is take my fib from the low to the high where there was a retracement that happened after this high. Then price did not come back to the 70.5. Then created another high, and right here you can see that price started to go lower. Then we have a long position or buy limit here with a stop loss below the low, and take profit above the high, this high right here. But I can actually target this high because those are relative equal highs. So this is 2.37, and we can see that we get this one. Now looking at this, we have a liquidity sweep. The moment that you master identifying liquidity levels with the market structure, with the order flow, as well as identifying change of character or market structure shift, then you will be ahead of the game. Now, this one, liquidity sweep happened here. Change of character, but price did not retrace to the 70.5. There is another one that I can see here. This is against the order flow, the sweep right here, and then change of character below this point. There was actually a body closure below. But this body closure is only a sweep of this low. So make sure to look at different sweeps. If you did not see this level taken here, then you're going to be losing this trade. Your entry would be here, and then you get stopped out. Now, looking at different examples, just curious to see if there is anything here. Okay, so this is a clear sweep. Actually, looking at this sweep right here. Sweep, where is the fractal low before the sweep? It's actually this one. So this is where we look at the change of character. Now change of character here, a sweep here. Then I can simply take my fib from the high to where the retracement started to happen. So you can see retracement and the retracement here. So at this low, but we can see that price still did not come to the 70.5, created another low. This is the other low right here. And we can see that price was starting to go up. So I would have a sell limit here, stop loss above the high, and then take profit at the low. Now, this is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at this is this sweep. Now, there are much different opportunities here. Taking this one. Now, the other one would be this sweep and looking at this fractal high. And it's also an intermediate term high. If you're not familiar with this concept, then make sure to watch my ICT Advanced Market Structure. This is an intermediate term high. It gets taken here, closes above it with about 3 candles. Then take our fib to where the retracement started after the change of character. So right here, we can see price did not come back to our 70.5. But in this case, since it did not retrace, and I think it retraces to the 61 in this case, but I can actually drag it more to the high where the retracement started. And we can see that it come to the 70.5. But in this case, there is also another aspect of this. There is a low that is almost near the 70.5. So in this case, when we have another low near that level, we know that most likely this low would be taken because as price coming lower, we want to see a liquidity sweep into here. we can actually have a buy limit just below the low. So instead of the 70.5, I know that this one would be taken for a better reward to risk. Enter here, stop loss below the low, and then targeting the high. Unfortunately, for this one, we give the entry here, and we had a lot of profit in this case, all the way to here, but it reversed from here. So this was kind of unlucky here, and it happens. So make sure to have a way of taking partials or at least setting a break even. I don't like taking partials with this strategy, but break even might be a good choice. So identifying liquidity levels and then identifying a change of character, this would be good. Now we can see also here. Now another example right here is this liquidity level taken here. And then price started going up. Where is the change of character point? It's actually this one. So anytime you're going to be taking the tip from the low, this is the high, right, where the change of character happened. So I want to see a retracement after that. So price retraced here, but price did not come back to the 70.5, nothing, and all the way here. This is where we get the retracement. Now, unfortunately, price was too close to this, to the 70.5, and then started going up. In this case, I would cancel mine, or I would actually look for a sweep at this level and have a buy limit. But in this case, it did not work. Now, there is no strategy that has a 100% win rate. This is just a random pair that I try to look for those setups. And with the use of the order flow and the market structure, this would be actually much better. Would have a much better win rate. Just try to identify that liquidity sweep and identify that change of character level and sit and forget. That's it. Now looking at this live example here, now either this being a winning trade or losing trade, it doesn't really matter because we cannot judge a strategy by only one example. But what I'm looking at here is, and I wanted to share a live example, we had this liquidity sweep, and this liquidity sweep is actually inside of a daily or weekly fair value gap. So sweep happened here, and we have a very small fair value gap here also. So the sweep happened, and then where's the change of character or the market structure shift level? We have this one, and we also have this one. Price closed below both of those, so that's even better as of now. And we can see price went lower, started to pull back or go up, retraces up. There was no entry on the 70.5. Went lower again, no entry on the 70.5. And here, actually right now, you can see that price created this low, started going up, and it was actually coming into the 70.5. So entry would be at this level right here, and then stop loss above the high and take profit at the low that was created here. Now, the same way that you look at this, you can actually identify another one, which is actually, with this order flow here, you can actually see that there was a sweep here and then a change of character here. So another entry would be at the 70.5 from this level to this level, or actually this one right here as of now. And we can see that there is a low that is created near the 70.5. So in this case, I'll not be entering on the 70.5 exactly, but I'll take that low just below the low. So for price to come take that low and then started going up, and my take profit would be this high. Look for the one that is really with the order flow and with the higher time frame bias. And I can see that this one is a little bit higher probability because we have a weekly level that is taken, but this also could work. Now, both of those levels are valid. It just depends on what's going to happen here that I can decide if this one is better or this one is better. But mainly this one is the one that I'm in as of now. So I entered here, stop loss here, and then take profit here. Now, there is something that you should be aware of, and if you don't focus on it, you'll be losing some trades. And it's looking at the recent sweep and making sure that you are trading with the recent sweep. So let's say we're having a sweep here, right? And this is GBP/USD. We had a sweep here. The structure was here, or actually this one. But this is a draw on liquidity for price maybe to come lower. So in this case, we can see that, okay, price did close above this one, but then this one was a liquidity sweep instead of a closure above and a displacement above. So there was a closure above, but we want to see a displacement above. In this case, there is a liquidity sweep here. You cannot look for an OTE here, even though it looks like it worked, but actually it did sweep the low, then started going up. But in this case, I'm not going to be looking for this sweep. Actually, I'm going to be looking for this sweep. So this sweep with the structure here, the closure below, I'd be looking for this one. But the same thing goes here. What happened is a sweep here. So I'm going to be ignoring this trade. Why? Because we're having a sweep. Even though we have a change of character here, But the reality is there was a sweep that happened a little bit below. So now I'm going to be avoiding either going up or down. I'm going to be looking for another pair. For this one, I need to see a closure and displacement below the change of character level, not just a sweep. And if there is a sweep that happened here, now I'll be looking for this displacement above this level, and then I'll be looking for the OTE here. Only if there is no sweep that happened here. I don't want to see a sweep happen here to the left side. Now, when it comes to the number of pairs or how many pairs can I trade with the strategy, you can trade with all of the pairs that you're having on your mind, all of the major pairs. Why? Because if we just focus on one pair, maybe we're going to be having 2 trades a month. That's it. This is a swing strategy, not a scalping. So what we're gonna do is focus on all of the pairs. Every day I'll be coming at the morning, scanning all the pairs, looking for opportunities and setting alerts. And with this approach, I'll be getting about 2 trades a week, 3 trades a week. And I think this is achievable, about 2 to 4 trades a week. Start using this. Tell me how it goes. Join the Discord, share your trades using this. And I'll also be sharing my personal trades using this strategy in 2024 in the Discord with everyone. So let's make this a better year. Let's focus on one thing. That's the problem with a lot of people, not focusing on one thing and not being satisfied with the basics. I'll always repeat this, but no one listened. Everyone is looking for the holy grail, looking for something that works 24/7, 100% of the time. But you're not going to be finding this. You'll be going into an infinite loop, infinite cycle, looking for the holy grail, not finding it. But I still wish you the best. This is Molham, and I'll see you next video.